Well, hello everybody. Happy Saturday. It is a very, very nice day here in my neck of the woods. About 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Little cloudy, but very nice outside. Went for a walk a little earlier, got some coffee. Highly recommend. As you can see, we're back over here at the tower base. I did a little bit of work on the next episode, but I didn't want to spoil anything, what's going on in the jungle, so I thought we'd get some other stuff done on the stream. I was looking around and... where'd he go? There was a villager walking around. Of course, now he's missing. I thought I also saw... yeah, right down here, there's a wandering trader. Weird. You think if you build walls, things wouldn't come in, but the space is big enough that stuff just spawns in there. So what to do today? Today, I've got a couple ideas. Well, good morning, Auntie Nick. Nice to see you, or see your name in the chat, as it were. Today, let's do some housekeeping. Got a couple ideas. One thing I was thinking about doing, see, where's my woods? There are the nether woods. I was thinking about putting some signs in the nether. Now that I actually have some intersections, I mean, I know where I'm going, but sometimes when I'm making a video, people might appreciate, like, what's in that direction, you know, that kind of thing. So, thinking about making some signs. The other thing I was thinking about was just making a to-do list. You know, like, when 1.21 happens, I kind of want to start a new Let's Play. I'll keep this one going. The new Let's Play, I have some really different ideas for gameplay, like some different things I want to do, different way of approaching it. But we still have this world, and I don't want to abandon it. I'd like to kind of clean it up. There's a lot of little things that I've kind of passed over as far as updates, you know, things like that. We have more materials than we have ever had. Like, for example, I was thinking about the bee farm back at our old base. Pretty dinky, and it might be nice to update it, especially if there's a crafter block involved. I could auto-craft all of the honey blocks and things like that. So it'd be fun to revisit some of those builds. Let's see, do I remember how to make signs? I know how to make a regular sign. Chain, oh yeah, stripped logs. Such a weird recipe. Because your normal sign is just planks. Planks on a stick. You get 3 of them. I get that, right? Hanging sign, logs, you get 6 of them. I don't know. I don't know who comes up with these recipes. Couple of chains. You make chains. Some of these, and you need some of these. Chains like that. Yes. 2, 6 signs. That seems like a lot. Well, maybe we'll make a couple different colors. Alright, put the iron back. And then any crimson. Oh, I don't have any crimson wood. Alright. Have to remedy that. For some reason I have a lot of warped wood. Probably when we were working on the Nether monument. That's when I got all that. Okay, let's think about this. Sticks, signs. Oh yeah. A little bit of a spoiler. Back in the jungle, we've got a parrot friend. Yeah, should I grab some... I should probably grab some leather too. We're gonna name our parrot friend Heath. That was the suggestion I got in the comments that was the funniest. So, make a name tag. And if we've got other names for parrots, we'll just get more parrots, I guess. Okay, what else? Some wood. Oh yeah, leather. No, I've got a bunch of leather over at the cow farm. Oh, cow, what are you doing over here? Stack. Since we're hanging out over here, we might as well. More cows. Ooh, ooh. 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 Ooh, ooh. There they go, the baby cows flying through the air. Okay. Okay, let's go to the Nether, because I've got the warp stems. I think I need some stems. I mean, maybe I don't. Maybe I do. I guess it depends how many signs we need in the Nether. Hello, cat. Well, let's check things out here. Okay, so, here we've got a sign, basically, that, indicates we're in the tower. Like maybe here, since this is our mine, and then this is like the Nether mine, signs might be good. And then like this is our goat horn farm. Way down here, there's an intersection, and we might want a sign there. Maybe. The longest, blandest hallway I've ever made. I like the detail in it. I like the little green accents, but man, it is long and gray. Do. And another long gray hallway. Same deal. I like the design. I like the detail. Things are so far away. Okay, so here we have an intersection. So that's our mangrove swamp. That's our little hub that goes out to the mesa. So some signage might be good here. Right? I don't know, does every intersection need a sign? Is that the rule? Oh yeah, I noticed something when I rewatched my video and I didn't take care of it. Did this design and I really liked, and I updated the other two, but I didn't remove these. Oh dear. Yeah, see, that looks better. I can see the little skulls. Okay, signs in here? No, I don't think so. There's not really anywhere logical to put them. Don't jump out without your rockets. Again, signs here? No, nowhere to put a sign. But right up here, there's an intersection, and that might be a candidate. Right here, you know, obviously this goes out to the mesa, but like, put a sign here that says where this goes. Should I put a sign here? Right? No. Maybe. Only other intersection I think we've got, like these are all marked. Up here where it gets a bright and tall. Yeah, so here we've got an intersection. So that just goes out to our little nether fortress we built. That goes back to the old base. This goes out to our nether monument and the jungle where we are working now. So yeah, maybe some signs, right? Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's see. Let's go back to the old base. Do you have any glow squid ink? Sort of an intersection. I mean, this is obviously piglin trading. This, I know it goes out to the iron farm, but do I need a sign that says that? Maybe? No. Another intersection here goes out to the zoo. And then I know that this goes out to the ocean monument. And do we need signs? Then do we need signs like from every direction so that I know like left is this and right is that? Those are the decisions we gotta make. Here, pretty clear. This goes to the mine, goes to the old base. I need a sign that says this goes out to the copper mine or the ink farm. I don't know. Well, back at the good old base. See, I know I've got regular ink. I have ink. Not in there. Not in there. Nope. Okay. Wouldn't be in any of those. Wouldn't be any of those. Okay, well, I guess I don't have any glow ink. Never really seen a glow ink farm. Glow squids, they tend to spawn pretty low in the world, and there's some kind of rulesy stuff about where they will spawn and where they won't. Somewhere out here, know that we get them every once in a while. I imagine if you figured out all the rules, you can then come up with something of a farm. A good idea to figure out. See any. Sometimes they spawn down here. Not today. well. Guess we don't have to have the glow ink for the signs. We can kind of come back and make them glow. Since we're out here, let's start this to-do list. So what was the first thing I said? The first thing I said was improve bee farm. I'm actually going to write these things down. Bee farm. Yeah, with crafter blocks, that could be a really cool thing. It's pretty dinky, like I was saying. I've got a little bee breeder area here where I can make more bees. A little bit of a processing area, and then I've got a few of them just kind of captured here. I have never zombified my trading hall, so that might be something to do. You zombify them and heal them, the trades get way better. That might be worthwhile. Creeper farm is great. Little cow farm is great. Our little record farm, pretty cool actually. That was a fun idea. Chicken farm is fine. Sheep farm is broken, but we have a new sheep farm. We should probably clean up the old sheep farm. Sitting over here, we could always reuse the redstone or whatever. Sugarcane farm is great. I'm standing, I think, on a cactus farm. Then we got our pumpkin farm over here, which is fantastic as well. Cool. What else we got? Subway is adequate. One of the last things we did before we left this area was we built subways with all kinds of stops and everything. The stops are all based on different actual subway stops. Oops. Sorry, minecart. And it works great. All the stations and everything. In here, we've got a little bit of a potion thing and a little bit of a, what do you call it, clay making thing. Village, I think, is still doing okay. Weird, every once in a while I'll see a villager outside and I cannot figure out for the life of me how they are getting out. Unless they're just phasing through one of the builds or something. I feel like I've pretty completely gone through every single little, nook and cranny looking for how would they get out? Hello? Old villagers running around doing their thing. Oh, and it's raining. Hello, villagers. That color combination right there of the dark blue, light blue, I thought it was a zombie for a moment. That's exactly what they wear. They're so bad at closing doors. Why are you all bad at closing doors? Right. Yeah, this turned out really great over here. Hello, cat. I'm not sure how you got all the way over here. More villagers would be cool, but I don't want to make it all weird and laggy. Twin Peaks Coffee Shop. Today is Twin Peaks Day. Hello. Forgot you were over here. Yeah, today was the day Dale Cooper drove into Twin Peaks in the TV show 25 years ago or something. Right, the zoo. We definitely want to add the hostile mobs. And we'll probably want to add armadillo. Hello. armadillos to the zoo. I'm doing my sword all scary-like. Okay. Zoo. So this is about as far as we got with the city. That building back there is actually fake. There's no street that gets to that. It's just sort of a facade to add some height. Did I think one more over here. Yeah, that building is not real. I mean, none of them are real, but that one is especially not real. It is just a thing to add height. But there's no road that goes to it. We've got our monument we built when we reached 100 episodes. Our gambling machine. A diamond. I didn't bring any diamonds. Very cool. Our music venue. Yeah, it gets much shorter over here, I guess was the point I was making. So yeah, some of those kinds of things. We could do more of that, add more height to the city. Run over here and sleep real quick. Something else that I never did was any interiors. The Jake Show, it is going great. Sorry, I didn't notice the chat over there for a moment. Yeah, just kind of going over the old builds and making a to-do list. We could do interiors for the waterfront. I never ever did that. Still a whole bunch of fishermen out here doing their thing. That's great. Let's write that down. Waterfront. Interiors. Great. Okay. I think that's all I needed over here. Don't think we missed anything. Yeah, feel pretty good about that. Let's head back into the Nether. Okay. So I think as far as adding signs to our Nether tunnels, I'm just gonna start and see what I think of it and see if I can get some like feedback from folks. If it's cool, we'll add more, and if it's not cool, we'll just tear them back out. No big deal. Oh yeah, and I needed some crimson wood. I know up here there is a crimson biome. My least favorite. Well, my second least favorite? Salt deltas are pretty terrible. Whoa. Crimson forests might be worse. Like a pro. Crimson forests, you got the piglins who don't love you. And you got the hoglins who also don't love you. Oh, really come over here enough. This is a pretty cool build. A little chair here to sit in. Drippiness. That drips. Great. Great. Yeah. The salt deltas, you got your ghasts, which are terrible. And then you've also got lava, and a lot of it is also bad. Gold boots on so I don't get wrecked. And I'm gonna grab a mushroom in case I get by any hoglin. The other thing I don't like is when you cut down this wood, the wart doesn't despawn. That's like the worst. The worst. Because you either have to grab a hoe and knock it all down, or leave it and it looks terrible. I think I'm just going to leave it for now. Don't use these shroom lights nearly enough. Pretty interesting looking block. Did get it. Okay. Weird. I don't need a ton of this stuff, so this big chunky one right here might be enough. Do. Okay. Bad, was it? Big ones? Okay, how did I get out here? Wait, that way? Oh, I'm lost. Way. Pro. Okay, let's run back to tower base and make some signs. Oh, I'm wearing my gold boots. Why am I so slow? There we go. Better. I had talked a little bit earlier about the 1.21 update. It's really weird this late in the development that we haven't heard more. I was watching a video, IBX Toycat did a video talking about where we were at with 1.20 last year and what had been announced and that kind of thing. And it's pretty interesting because there are some parallels between the 1.20 and 1.21 update development, but the scale of things feels different. So like, for example, the wind charge is a cool addition, and I think a lot of people are going to utilize it for all kinds of cool things. Last year, they introduced like the cherry blossoms and like a whole new biome, which seems much bigger in scale to me. Let's see there. And so, yeah, I'm curious what else are we gonna get? You know, these trial chambers, awesome. Wolf armor, I'm excited to play with it. Yeah, curious, like, are we gonna get any new enchantments or any new mechanics as far as fighting goes? Because they had hinted that like tinkering and combat were the theme. Tinkering, you know, we're getting a crafter block. I guess that's tinkering. I don't know. There's just so much they could do. We have some incompatible enchantments, like you know, you can't put smite and sharpness on a sword. You can't put mending and infinity on a bow. It would be kind of cool to have more of that, so you had to kind of choose, you know, what is my bow going to be? And you could make your armor more suited, you know, to, or your weapons more suited to the situation. Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was more armor too. You know, we've got a lot of cool aesthetics and the ability to trim them, but they don't really do different things, and that'd be cool too. You know, the turtle helmet is cool because of the perks you get. You know, if they did some sort of bronze armor or some other type of armor, had different effects, that'd be really worthwhile too, because it would encourage different types of play, you know, different ways to approach the game. You could have really, really defensive armor, or you could have really, really offensive armor, and yeah, whatever you're into. All right, let's craft some stuff. We're going to those and 3. Okay, that signs, that, and that signs. Fantastic. Okay, and then for the hanging signs, apparently we need to strip logs. 6 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strip, 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 strip. Strip, strip. Strip, strip. Strip logs. Seems like a weird recipe. Doot, 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 doot. 6. Those and 6 of those. Fantastic. Okay. Do I have any glow ink over here? I do have some glow ink. That's nice. Let's grab that. And nothing I need in there. I leave the signs white, or did I dye them? Got a little bit of yellow dye. Yellow usually looks pretty good. We'll make that call later. Okay, let's do this. Oh wait. What I wanted to see if I had an item frame over here. Frame. No, you're a painting. All right. Two, three, four, 6, 7, 8. Put the leather and the sticks, and you get yourself a frame. Great. And then, do I have a mediocre pickaxe laying around? That one. Alright. What else can we do for mining instead of a pickaxe? Some cobble frame. Show you what I'm doing here in just a sec. Okay, back to the Nether. Do. Okay, here got our sign that indicates that is that. Right above this mine, I just want to put an item frame, and I don't have a pickaxe. We're just cobble. That is our kind of normal mine. Then we've got this. Let's do plunk. Nether mine. Arrow. Done. Okay, impossible to see. Take our glow ink. Blunk. Yuck. Yeah, we definitely want to dye these some other color because that's awful looking. But that's cool, right? You know, we can see what's down there. We know what's up. We could dye these based on, like, we could do purple. That would match. Let's try it. And we're leaving the Nether. Do I have some purple dye? Yes, I do. Okay, moment of truth. Voila. Oh yeah, see? I'm talking about way better. Okay. So far, I am a fan. Here, we've got our goat horn farm. We don't really need a sign. Well, it is an intersection, isn't it? No, it's not an intersection. It's just we have a way here, and this is our hallway. Yeah, so if we got a portal, we will denote what's through there. And then if we have an intersection where there's more than one way to go, so like if there was a hallway here, then we'll put a sign, right? Those are the rules. That's what we're doing. Let's run down here again. One other thing I am oh, what was that? I'm poked through. That was weird. One other thing I'm thinking about with 1.21. My fingers are crossed. They've been talking about this like villager trade rebalance thing. I really really want that to be in 1.21. I just think it's such a cool idea and would really change how you treat villagers, because they are a little bit more of a destination rather than just a resource that you can kind of gather. Not sure if there's anything else like that. I guess goat horns, you have to kind of, you know, do that somewhere. Okay, here we got there, so we did a sign here. Let's do one of these, or should I do a hanging sign? Try this first. Okay, mangrove. That way, 1, 2, 3. And then this would be mesa, I guess. Right? Yeah. Like that. Oh yeah, and we want to glow ink it. Plunk. Definitely need to dye those, because the black in the middle just looks so noisy to me. Well, great. That's fantastic. Yeah, feel good about that. So yeah, I'm very curious. Villager rebalance, really hoping. Oh God, why are you here? Sorry. Sure he's okay. Oh boy. This new thing they did in Bedrock, where they just sort of added mods that you can buy in the marketplace. Very interesting. So now we have mods in Java and in Bedrock. And what does that mean? It means that the game can kind of be whatever you want it to be now. I've always been very vanilla focused. You know, I kind of a purist as far as like the experience and all that. And maybe it won't be like that going forward. Maybe it will be very customized and everybody's world will be a little bit different looking and the rules will be a little bit different. I don't know. Okay, here we have a portal and then we have a 3 option intersection. So when I'm coming from this direction, I look over here, put something here that says where that goes, and I put something here that says where that goes. I come from this direction, would see that, and then could do one up here again, or one over here, one here. Yeah, do we want signs up above, or do we always want them to be kind of eye level? Or we have hanging signs, another option too. Let's think about that. Hanging signs, will that be kind of intrusive? It's not terrible, it's not great. Okay. I don't even mind it not glowing just because there's such a bright light here. Kind of want ceiling taller here, just so the sign's not on the top of my head. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it for now. We'll make a choice later. Yeah, it's hanging signs. It needs to be more than 3 blocks up. Okay, so I come here to this intersection. Blue, do we want to go red? Okay, call this Grove Swamp. All this. Gosh, there's so much over here. Old base, I guess? Old base, is that what we're calling it? Original base? We need a better name for that. We're just gonna call it Old Base for now because we can edit signs if we want. Okay, so when we come to this intersection, see what is in each direction. Great. Now if I come from this direction, see this, but I can't see that. Here, huh? Call this Tower Base. Okay, Tower Base, Grove Swamp. And from this direction, I could go Old Base. Need one here now. Too much? Is that okay? If I have 2 tower base signs, should I just do one in the middle, right? These are the hard choices. What if we did that? Tower base. Then if we came from this direction, swamp, tower base. See, I don't like that I have to like. Okay with the portal because I know what's up. It's a portal. With these, I kind of all want them to be eye level. Okay. For that, still not eye level. I would have to go Old Base, Mangrove Swamp, Tower Base, right? Maybe the 2 signs is the right way to do it. Definitely not this one. Prime City, huh? It's so weird that I've never considered that. You know, once I moved, we obviously have now Tower Base. Yeah, Old Base doesn't really have a name. Prime City, it's not a terrible idea because it is a city as well. The whole point of that original build was it was sort of like a modern base built in the footprint of an old castle, like an old ruin. And there are kind of elements of something that maybe was there in the past. So I don't know if that inspires any thoughts, but definitely need to come up with a name for that. Gosh, don't like the mix of signage. We're gonna stick with this for now. Where we're going? these two glow. I'm pretty happy with those two. Sure on this, yeah. We'll see. Okay, where's our other intersection? Here. And I'm not considering, even though there is 3 hallways, this is just the well, I guess I should put a sign, huh? The desert. But then if I say this is the desert right there, do I have to do a sign that says, right? I'm coming out of an intersection. If I was in the desert and I came out, was here, do I need to know where this goes? I do, don't I? Oh goodness, I don't want to hang a sign on a wall. I didn't even consider that. No. Here's my regular. Until I come up with a name that I love, I'm gonna stick with Old Base. And then this would be Tower Base. Yeah. Can't put everything on there. Can't put Tower Base, Mangrove Swamp. Gotta do the bases. Major marks. Right? I mean, all that's out here is the Mangrove Swamp. That's all that's out there. If I want to go to the Tower Base, this is the way to go. There's a lot of stuff in this direction. Signage is hard. Old Base, and then we would need one here. Well, we'll never come out here. This is the stronghold. We go in, we end up in the end, and we never come out. So we don't actually need any signs here. Weird as that is. All right. Haven't used any of the crimson signs yet, even though I made an extra trip to go get crimson wood. So here we have an intersection, and if I'm coming from this direction, my left is Old Base. To the right is just the Nether. Right ahead is the jungle and stuff. Nether monument, I guess, is what I would categorize that as. Play with some of these other signs real quick. So if I here, let's say Nether monument gonna fit? Monument fit. I don't love that. I do have a ton of headroom here, so we could try, of course it's a slab. Try this. Nether monument. Done. That's okay. Not bad. It's here instead. Nether monument. Harder to see. Okay, this one is out. Breaking my own rules about having signage at eye level again. So if I did eye level, it would be like this. Fine. Okay. If I made that glow, it would definitely pop. This is not awful. Not great. Not awful. Choices. Choices, choices. Have signs. Oh, hello. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty easy to read. And again, it's super tall here. We're assuming this was built by Ender people or something. That contrast is kind of cool. But again, just to admire it. Right, run in, you'd be like, that goes that way, that goes that way. I kind of like that. Contrast is nice with the fort. Two same. Whoa, almost looked him right in the face. Close. Okay. So we call this Nether. What is a Nether fortress? Fortress. Yeah, even though that's a thing, I think that's what I called it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Don't click the sign with the sign. Nether fortress. Nether base? I can't remember what I called this thing when I built it. Not a fortress. We're gonna call it an outpost. Nether outpost. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Auntie Nick is right. We need a name for this thing. Old base. How have I just been calling it old base? Okay. Glow. 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 Need a name. Yeah, so there are some more intersections, aren't there? Look at them. I didn't think about that. If I hang them from chains, though, they're gonna do the little coat hanger thing, aren't they? We can try it. We can experiment. Okay, do we need... Yeah, we do. Right? This is weirdly tall, too. How have my nether tunnels gotten shorter? 2, 3, 4. Weird. Started with 4 tall, and now we're building 3 tall? Weird. I didn't even realize I made them shorter. It is what it is, I guess. Rune City. See, there we go. Now we're starting to get creative with the throwback kind of thing. Slab, right? Yes, it is. Make signs, is that allowed? It's 2. Two, 3, 4. Okay. chunks. Tower base. And this is just piglin trading. Okay. There's one more intersection right here. The zoo. Zoo opens up to monument. And I used up all my signs. Okay. Just gonna be old base, new base, or whatever. Down there. Copper mine, and then power base. Two more, the red sign, which I could probably just make the old base. Let's do that before I forget and get sidetracked. Plonk, plonk, plonk. Plonk, plonk. And then rip. Strip, 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 strip. And chains. Just grab them all. Okay. Great. Let's try this real quick. Chain. Okay, put chain on ceiling. Sign on chain. Done. Yeah, that coat hanger. Okay. It is. It works. It's functional. I feel psychologically like it's going to twist. I know it's not going to because this is Minecraft and there's no wind. But it feels like it would do this, right? If you break that, the whole thing fall? Yeah, interesting. That is an option if we want to hang them lower. Do I have dye over here? Dye. Look at all that dye. I've got all the colors. Should we make them all yellow? All white? Go hallway by hallway. Try some things here. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to get distracted by. So yeah, here we have our old base. We just have this little road surrounded by farms and this nice little villager trading area. You can see these little ruins here. There was something here once. And then if we look back at the base, yoink. See, the foundation is sort of this, like, there was a castle or something here. On either side, we got the... And then we built this very fancy, modern thing in the middle of it. And then I used this to symbolize this area. Sort of dragony. But yeah, I never came up with a name. That carefully. Oh goodness. Yeah, when we pop back into the Nether and we look at this base, that is what we used to denote it. I don't know if that inspires any names. Sort of angel-y, demon-y, dragon-y. I don't know. Copper mine. Copper mine? That's what's out there, but is that what... Ink farm is also out there. Because over there we were calling it mangrove swamp. This is actually the Savannah outpost. Oh, I don't have to break it. Savannahs, right? That word looked weird to me. Savannah outpost. Over here, we said Nether outpost. There's a portal there that goes to Mountain Temple. So are we putting what's in the overworld, or are we putting what's in the Nether? These are the important questions. Can you join? This is a single player world here. Sorry. Maybe one day I will do a server. It'd be kind of fun. Tower base. All the servers I've played on have either been friends, you know, where it's just a select group of people, or I've done a, you know, creator server. White looks like. Loop. Pretty good. It's not bad. Yellow looks like. Loop. Yellow definitely pops. Doesn't really match anything, but it does pop. Dragon Keep? I like the dragon idea. It'll look like red will match-ish. White was probably the most neutral. Red is definitely matchy. I don't know if I want to go matchy-matchy everywhere. White is my... Oh, the red's real good. I'm gonna leave it red for the moment. Okay, tower base, Savannah outpost. We will re-dye everything and rename everything once we get it. So what do we got? We were a city initially. Dragon City seems a little too descriptive or something. Ocean Monument, that's what's in the overworld. Right? Need one for the zoo? Should I? It's right there. I can see the sign from here. Okay, we're not going to. Monument. Right here. Oh, this is gonna be still name for it. Please. There's no server. It's just me on my computer though. Yeah, like I said, one day I should probably do a server, and that way I could have people play with me, which would be very fun. I am on Java though, so if you're on Bedrock, that's a whole different thing, and I have to do a Bedrock server. A lot of people who play Bedrock, that's how it's designed, is just it's by default a multiplayer world. But when you play Java, it's not. It's a single player world. It just lives on my computer, and I don't have a way of inviting people unless it's hosted somewhere. Our base. Whole difference between Bedrock and Java. It's really fascinating how it's almost two totally different games that do exactly the same thing, but the structure underneath is really wildly different. I'm glad they bother to do the parity thing. I think that's important. Chunks, base. At least we know the old base signs will be easy to update. We just have to walk to the old base and just on every sign. Okay. So, Nether monument. That makes sense. These two are what's in the Nether. Or what's in the overworld, and everything else is what's in the overworld. Nether monument. This should be jungle outpost, because that's what's in the overworld. Jungle outpost. Okay. And this is not Nether outpost. To be mountain temple. Done. We're figuring it out, right? And we'll come up with a name for that. Way. Do. The trick with a multiplayer server for me is time too. You know, I used to play on the server with the other content creators, and it's hard. Like you just need a lot of time because you're social. That's part of it, and so you know, you want to talk to your friends that you're playing with, but you also have a video to make. That's a hard thing to do. A lot of the people like on Hermitcraft and stuff like that, they just do Hermitcraft. You know, it's not like they have multiple series. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, why did we make this 3 tall? It's so weird. Maybe I wanted it to feel more claustrophobic or cavernous because we were digging into the basalt and then it just stuck. Don't know. So weird. Could do this. We came through. Not terrible. Blue goes better. Okay. One of those is gonna work. We'll figure it out. I don't know which language we're speaking there. I could always kick this back one as well. So yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna grab more tea while Mr. Grumpy here, who doesn't understand how Minecraft works, blows off some steam. So let me do that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, all right. Let's get back to work here. Got my tea. Feeling pretty good about the placement here. I think I'm gonna go with the higher one. I think as long as we're consistent at each intersection, it doesn't really matter if it's high or low. I think that's cleaner than having one on each side. I'm gonna put what is in the overworld. Now we have kind of a system, rule. And still gonna write old base, even though I am liking the dragon idea. Mine feels too low, so again, I could raise this up a little bit, cross that bridge later. Intersections here, just a long hallway. And back to the tower. Cool. I feel pretty good about that. Just need to decide on a name for that old base. I do like the city idea. I do like the dragon idea. Dragon City seems a little plain, but maybe that will inspire something. Got signs. What am I doing? Sign. All right. Let's sleep it away real quick. So I wrote down a bunch of to-dos from the old world over there. Is there anything else that we skipped over here? There are. A couple of things I know that I never got to over here was this gate leads to a cliff. So there's no way out of there. So we need to put some stairs in there. And then over here, there is a gate. And then there's this kind of interesting little cave. And it might be nice to build a little path or entry to that cave. I'm gonna write both of those down. Oh yeah, Phoenix. That's a cool idea too. That's a really good idea actually, because it is growing out of a new thing growing out of an old thing. That's the front runner right now. I'm surprised I never, staring at that thing, never associated it with a phoenix. Let's see, we're gonna call it North Gate and South Gate. Everything else over here I feel really good about. Don't feel like we missed anything, skipped anything. Let's look at the map real quick. Down here, we've got the mining outpost and the squid farm. That's why it sounded weird. I never called it the Savannah outpost, I called it the mining outpost. Spawn chunks are really great looking. I never did interiors over there though. The floating islands, I wouldn't mind doing more up there. I'll write that down just for funsies. Okay. Mangrove swamp. This is mostly just a lot of exploring to do. Nothing really to clean up or build. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Okay. if we're gonna do white dye, I definitely have a bunch of bones over in the mob farm. Got bones over here as well. That'd probably be the easiest as far as dyeing, you know? Rather than trying to match every single hallway or color or that kind of thing. So let's grab bones, chains away for a moment. In the iron box. Got the glow ink. Need more glow ink. Figure that out. Let's see. Did the nether signs, made my to-do list. I think that's all I wanted to accomplish today. Put the name tag in here, yes. Cool. The leather in there as well. All right. I think that's about all I wanted to get done today. Oops. Super fun. So I am very excited to get back to work in the jungle and very excited to show everybody what I've been doing there. Pretty fun to have kind of a new place to work and a new place to explore. And yeah, it's gonna be wild once 1.21 comes out. Got a lot of plans. That crafter block is really gonna change how a lot of things work as far as farms and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. So yeah, sorry about the missing the previous streams. Things have just been wild in real life. But yeah, we'll probably plan on a weekend stream going forward. And then we'll continue with the Friday episodes. So I think that's where I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thanks everybody for popping in. Lovely to see you all. And I will see you in the next one.